have the Polyface hunt camp where we're hunting for the truth. Okay, okay, I love these guys and girls to death, but I don't want them in my house, and they don't want to be in my house sometimes, okay? I'm not the greatest boss every day. They're not the greatest intern every day. He was like, the first day here, I was like, hey, can you go gather the eggs? I get to gather eggs? Yeah, you do. Oh, wow, I can't believe, things that I do every day and become chores, that's what we call them, chores, you do them every day, suddenly become the most exciting thing in the world. And you know what that does? It makes you excited about it too. Water harvesting, what can we do? So they came back with 5 options. All right, so these are 5 options that do not require a building permit, all right, in our county. So again, probably you have respective ones as well. Number 1, if it's portable. So you got an RV, all right? You can park an RV outside your house for a couple months. That's totally legal, all right? We didn't really want to turn this into an RV park, so we decided that's not for us, but it's good to know. The second one is if it is in a tree. So, a tree house. Now, Dad enjoys giving this story a lot better than I do, but anyway, I will continue to give it. You're going to get the gist. It's a tree. Now, the law does not specificate if all the tree house has to be in a tree, or if just one corner of the tree can be in a house, can be in a tree house. And that's a little gray area. But the fact is, Swiss Family Robinson, that'd be pretty cool, right? Up in a tree. All right. The third one is if it's a farm, exclusive farm building. All right. So like our farm shop down there, where you possibly go buy T-shirts or bacon or whatever to take home today, is a farm shop. Now, they would kind of frown upon if they came in and saw mattresses and kitchen sinks and things like that. But we call it a farm shop. They're thinking torches, welders, and wrenches. But what more real use of the word of a farm shop is a place you go shop. It's a farm shop. So that's a permanent building, farm shop, and people go buy stuff, right? Perfect. That's exempted. The fourth one is if it floats. Yes, we have to calm Dad down to keep him from buying a houseboat. He was really interested in a houseboat. So we, put some pontoons out there. And again, it doesn't specify. So again, counties that don't have big bodies of water don't have regs addressing houseboats. So another reason to build a bunch of ponds, build a huge big pond, put a houseboat on it, and get your intern housing going. Anyway, it turns out that they have a huge draft, and they're actually more built for sunning and have more deck instead of living areas, so they just didn't fit. But anyway, so we did it. The last one, the 5th one, is a hunting camp, where people can go up, hunt, hang out for a while, drink some cold ones or whatever, and bring the monster buck home to the family, right? So, the law does not specify what you have to be hunting. It just says a hunt camp. So, we have the Polyface hunt camp where we're hunting for the truth. Okay, so just be creative. Don't let yourself be told, well, you can't build a building, and you can't build a building of that size, and say, well, that's it, I can't do it. Be creative. Find out where your loopholes are and go for it. So we provide them housing. We provide, they bring breakfast and lunch on their own out of larder. So all the stuff that we produce on the farm, they can have at no cost. No filet mignon dinners, please, but you can have as much of the ground and sausage and hot dogs and all that other stuff that you can eat. And believe me, these folks will eat, okay? When you work them as hard as we do, they will put the food away. So be prepared. That's a huge cost of the internship program is the food, and that's fine. They want to be able to enjoy what they're doing, and a lot of them, as Heather alluded to, was food. And so they're tired of eating junk. They want to eat something good, and so you have to reward them with such, and so that's really good. And then in the evening meal, we have an on-farm chef. We have enough people, we have an on-farm chef, and she fixes the evening meal, and we all eat together as a staff and a family. And that's really cool because they get to ask questions, we get to talk about the day, joke around a lot, and just have a great camaraderie time of community celebrating the food and our community that we have around. And that's a really special time. You do need your space. One of the things that you'll notice is that we do provide on-site housing, but it's not my house. Okay? I love these guys and girls to death, but I don't want them in my house. And they don't want to be in my house sometimes, okay? I'm not the greatest boss every day. They're not the greatest intern every day. And you need your space. So whether it's an RV around back or a hunt camp over the hill, space is awesome. Okay, give yourself a little space because you need some time to go blow off steam. They need to be able to go to ice cream store and come back late at night, and you need to be able to go to bed because you're tired. So there's things. Okay, so that's pretty much the intern program in a nutshell. It's a 4-month. We think that 4 months is critical for training. Anything less than that, don't try to buck business trends. Business trends say that an employee doesn't really start paying for themselves until about 2 months in. I think probably about 2 months. So we say they lose us money for the first 2 months and then start making us money back in the next 2 months. And so that's one of the reasons you'll see on our website we don't do day tag-alongs or a couple of day just visits. Oh, can I just come and follow you around for a day? No. I don't care how much you want to be helpful or how much you try to stay out of my way. It just doesn't pay back and it just doesn't work. We're a for-profit farm, and so we have to give ourselves an opportunity to make some a little bit. And so we find that the 4 months education process gives us time to really invest into this group of people and pour our heart and soul and blood, sweat, and tears into these guys and really get them trained up, and yet we get enough back at the end. And I guess one of the exciting things that I want to leave you with before I turn you over to the rest of our crew to give you some more of their examples and some more of their stories and to continue to whet your appetite for doing this, whether you're looking at doing an apprenticeship or whether you're wanting to have one. One of the things I think is so neat is what a rewarding way to live your life, and this is where I value these people so much, is because every day, we as farmers, we do the same thing day after day, right? It becomes mundane. 365 days a year, we go out, we feed the cows, we do the chickens, whatever. And no matter what we do, I relate this a lot to family, whatever we do, it becomes mundane and sometimes boring. That beautiful wife you married on wedding day, 10 years down the road, you're kind of like, oh, hi, honey. With the one you couldn't barely speak to before, now you just, oh, what's going on? What's up? We become that beautiful view that you bought 10 years ago. Now you walk out to it every day. You're kind of like, yeah, whatever. Same view. Nice. Whatever. Yeah, I got to go on vacation to see a different view. What's really cool about having new people on the farm or any part of your life, okay, if you're not farmers here, realize you can do this other places, that you have people involved in your life that think what you're doing is cool. What a great word. I mean, I remember, I think Schrader might have had to move or whatever, trying not to embarrass you, buddy, but, he was like, the first day here, I was like, hey, can you go gather the eggs? I get to gather eggs? Yeah, you do. Oh, wow, I can't believe, things that I do every day and become chores, that's what we call them, chores, you do them every day, suddenly become the most exciting thing in the world. And you know what that does? It makes you excited about it too. And that's really cool because that view that we walk out to every day, oh yeah, it's nice, that mountain's cool, whatever. Couldn't see it this morning, now you can. They can walk out, I can't believe I'm here. This is the most beautiful landscape in the world. I get to be here every day. And then you stop and, yeah, this is the most beautiful place I've ever seen. This is awesome. And so what a rewarding experience to go through day to day with people who want to be you. What a cool experience. Open up your life, open up your hearts, go through a little bit of emotional drama sometimes, a little bit of things that push your comfort zone a little bit to make sure that you get that excitement coming back to you and that energy coming back to you of people who are excited to have a life like yours. Super cool. I cannot tell you, after doing this for 20 plus years and learning, the guys that have, 9s on their shirt and been, interns and apprentices back in the 90s when I was a young guy and not such a great boss, and I've learned a lot on them, kind of guinea pigs on them, so thanks a lot, guys. What an amazing experience to look back on that and say those folks were here because they wanted to be part of this life. And what an incredible, rich heritage I have now because of that experience. And so thank them. And I cannot tell you how rewarding that is to be able to look back and see these people that are now out doing things, farming things, and maybe some of them aren't farming, but coming back and having that experience together. It's just super, super rewarding.